Hello and welcome to How to Tattoo for Beginners. I'm Fernie, and today we're going to walk you through how to start off tattooing if you're new to it. This video is not encouraging anyone to go and tattoo, it's simply for educational purposes only. So, let's get into it.
I know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in my mind.
Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is get your design. Freddie has chosen a design he's found on the internet, on Google, and here you can see it is tails drawn up in his sketchbook. And the next thing you're going to want to do is make a stencil of your design to put on the skin. So to do this, Freddie takes his Spirit Master paper, put your drawing right on top of the Spirit Master paper like that, and what it's actually going to do, if you take a look at the Spirit Master paper, you have, one thing you need to do is you need to take out this middle page. You don't need that. So take this,
right there?
yeah, take that page out, put it to the side. And yes, this blue page here is actually where all the ink sits. So when he's tracing his image, all this ink is going to come onto the back of this page, and it's going to be ready to put on the skin. So there we go. Freddie's going to trace his outline. So now he's drawing out the stencil, and we'll come back once that's done. While Freddie is stenciling, I'm going to talk a little bit about my machine. So here you have a liner machine. You can tell the difference between a liner and a shader by how long this piece is. When it's a liner, it's a little bit shorter. I think they call this the contact screw here. And if it determines how far the needle bounces up and down like that. And if it is a shader machine, it's a little bit longer and it goes a little bit farther of a bounce. So yeah, I got an elastic band around the coils to keep my needle tight. And here's my tube. You place the needle inside your tube and attach it to this piece here. So that's my liner machine. Here is my power supply. When I'm running it with my liner, I typically run it at about 10 volts. And that's a good speed for me. And when I'm using a shader, I will run it around 8 volts because shaders typically need less voltage. So that's that. And down here we have my foot switch, which runs power into here, and it actually runs the machine. Alright, so Freddie here has outlined his stencil. Looks good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to peel that layer off and we'll see what it looks like. Look at that, come out really nice.
That's beautiful.
And there's his stencil right on the back of the page. That looks very good. Very good, my man.
That's lit.
So now we're going to get some scissors and he's going to cut it out. Yes. So there is our final stencil of tails, and now hopefully the tattoo will come out that good.
Wish me luck.
So Freddie is going to now go and shave off his desired spot, and we'll come back.
My face.
Okay, so now we're going to apply the stencil to his leg. So first, I'm going to clean the area with a little bit of dish soap. Most artists use medical grade soap, but dish soap will work if you're low budget. So here we go. Here's the spot here that he's going to do. I'm just going to wipe it over, clean the area. It's important to wipe off the dead skin cells off the area and neutralize the pH levels in the skin. So now that that's clean, I'm going to take my trusty Stencil Care stencil cream, and you don't want to make it too wet when you apply it on the skin, only a drop or two should do. Okay. And you rub it in, nice and even. And now we are going to apply the stencil. So, taking the stencil here, and I'm going to try to get this as straight as possible.
Oh, you better.
So,
It's my leg we're talking about.
Right about there. Push down, you get the nice and firmly, get those lines to transfer onto the skin. Hold it there for a few seconds. We're gonna peel it off now. To reveal our stencil.
I guess you go nice and slow, right, when you peel it off?
Yeah. Nice and slowly. And there we go. There's our stencil. Looks good. So you're gonna want to wait about 5 to 10 minutes for the stencil to dry before you tattooing. That way it stays on there really good and won't rub off while you're doing work. So now we're gonna wait.
The next day.
Okay, now that we got our machine and our stencil applied, we are going to choose our needle. So you always want to use a fresh needle every time to be sanitary. This liner needle, you can tell it's a liner needle because it has about 3 small needles bunched up together into one. You use one of these to get some fine lines like you see on the outline of the design. So,
And how do you stick that needle in there?
very carefully, you don't want to damage the needle tip at all. So you put it through very carefully till it comes out. And I'm going to put this elastic band over top of it there and place this loop on there so that it stays nice and tight and it doesn't bounce around while you're doing your lines. So you see that's on there, and that's about how it should look. And you can loosen this screw here to actually customize how deep your needle is going to go in, and you can see about how deep it will go when you push that in. And you just want to work off the tip of the needle, so that should be about proper needle depth there. I'm going to give power to the machine with this. Plug it in like so, and when I switch my foot pedal on, it runs. You can see it. Okay, so for colors I am using black for the outline, gold and yellow for his face, blue sky on his eyes. So to get the ink, you just dip it in and run it a little bit. Alright, now that my needle is covered in ink, I'm going to give it a little wipe on the outside to stop any excess ink. And now we're ready to begin. Okay, so here we go, we're going to start now.
I like to have fun, 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 fun! Special
Okay, so we have just finished our line work now. It's time to shade in. We're gonna color him out. I'm going to change my machine over to a shader. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, now we have our shader machine hooked up and ready to go. And as you can see on a shader machine, there is more needles, so it covers more space as you're tattooing. And we're going to dip into our yellow ink and just get the tips of the needles covered in yellow. And with that being said, we are ready to tattoo. Okay, now that we got the orange in, we're gonna clean the tip off, put a drop of soap with distilled water, wash the tip out, and now we're going to do blue for the eyes and then it's done. So we'll check back with you once it's all done and cleaned up, and we'll see the final product of our tattoo. Alright, Freddy's tattoo is all cleaned up. washed off. So that, my friends, is how you tattoo for beginners. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more cool videos. And till next time, this has been Fernie and Freddy.
Stay tuned.
We out.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the van. Legacies.